this is Salesforce Felicia. And if you're new here, I post and share content about Salesforce. Today I'm going to be talking about a QuickBooks and Salesforce integration. Now this is frequently requested from our clients who are looking to streamline their sales and accounting process within Salesforce. Now there's a number of ways, a number of connectors that you can use to integrate and streamline this process. Today we're going to walk through and I'll talk about using DbSync as a connector, as a middleware to help you integrate your customer and account data with Salesforce, how to streamline that process from a closed and complete order to generating an invoice, having that information captured back into Salesforce, and just a number of ways that you can utilize this integration.
Hey, good morning all. Thanks for joining today's session. My name is Maha, M-A-H-A Maha, and I work as a sales manager with DbSync. And in today's session, we're going to do a quick walk around of the features and products that we have in place, what we specialize in, and how can we help customers and partners in automating data flows with different applications. So here's a quick presentation. Just to give a quick background about DbSync, we were one of the first few companies who got incubated through Force.com platform. We've been in this industry since 2009. A parent company, Avankia, and we were one of the fast growing private companies in USA. We've partnered with Salesforce, Microsoft, Sage, Intuit, and many more. We've got about 800 plus customers till date. And, we're currently working from an offshore location in Bangalore, India, but we're headquartered at Nashville, Tennessee, and do have an office in California as well. So the mission of DbSync is to build a connected digital enterprise. So as you could see, the picture talks more here, right? So DbSync is acting like a middle layer application, which is, transferring or translating data from one system to other. It could be a combination of one-to-one or one-to-many. It could just be based out of the customer's requirement. So here, as you could see here, DbSync is talking to different apps like CRM applications like Salesforce, Microsoft Dynamics, different e-commerce applications like Shopify, Channel Advisor, accounting and ERPs like Sage, QuickBooks, NetSuite, Navision, and different database solutions like SQL, MySQL, Postgre, Oracle, and many more. So you could use DbSync to transfer data into multiple systems, and seamlessly the data is sent out to different applications. We just have to bridge the connection between one-to-one systems or one-to-many systems.
That's a great point for our clients who largely come to us for the QuickBooks integration, but they may also have a Shopify store, or they want to integrate with their ERP system like NetSuite, or they have their SQL server. This is great that you can also connect with that as well.
That is correct. You got it right. So we have had customers who've been using our solution to connect to many different systems, and we could help with those kind of use cases as well.
Great.
Yeah. These are a few of our customers. We kind of cater to small, mid-sized, large, and enterprise customers as well, and different industry segments like banking, inventory management companies, manufacturing, retailers, wholesale distribution companies, case management companies, legal companies. So these are a few of our customers that we've been, working with. And like I said, we got about 800 plus and have done about more than 700 implementations till date, with combination of not just Salesforce QuickBooks, but all different accounting, ERP, inventory management systems as well. So we'll just do a quick walk around of the product. I would want one of our engineers to present and share a screen. What we'll do in the session is, so in this presentation or demonstration, we'll just take a use case of a CRM application, Salesforce, and an accounting system, QuickBooks. And we will see how data created in Salesforce will be transferred into QuickBooks with a click of a button. Or I would also say it's more like an automated integration, wherein the customers don't even have to click on anything at all. It's just we call the system, we call the interface a zero-touch integration is what we call. So we will quickly create some test records in Salesforce. We will see how those records get synced up with QuickBooks system. And also vice versa, we will create a transaction in QuickBooks, and then we will see how that gets synced back to Salesforce. Yeah. So let's do that. Ullas, can you share your screen?
And this is a great use case for anybody, and we come
Sure.
across this often, who's managing the front end of their sales process in Salesforce from lead to close one opportunity. And now they want to take that data and push it to Salesforce, QuickBooks. So
Right. Yeah, I mean, you can think of different use cases of, order to cash or a quote to cash process or a procure to pay process, right? Basically, order to cash and quote to cash are more account receivable transactions. A procure to pay is more of accounts payables transactions, wherein you have manager vendors, purchase orders, bills, expenses, and stuff like that. So basically, any manufacturing, wholesale distribution, or retailers, they would have leads that the sales guys or the inside sales team would be working on the leads, be it hot, warm leads, through different marketing channels, and they feed in the data in Salesforce. So once the lead is converted to an account, you create an opportunity, maybe have a quotes against these opportunities. Out of 10 quotes, maybe 5 gets approved. And once these quotes are approved, you'd want these quotes to go and hit your accounting systems. And using DbSync, you could translate that to your accounting systems. And once that is transferred, you can automate the transactions to be created with like, invoices, orders, estimates, and receipts and stuff like that. And once that hits your accounting, the bookkeeper would come in equation wherein then they apply payments against the invoices, and we can bring back the payment details to Salesforce, like how much is paid, how much is a pending balance. And it also create different kinds of reports and dashboards within Salesforce, wherein you get to know how many customers have paid, how much do they owe more. You can maybe pass it on to your account receivable teams. They can, get in touch with the customers who owe you payments. You can do a lot of stuff with, DbSync. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great. So in this demonstration, we have created an account with an opportunity record. The account name says Demo 1 for Felicia. Opportunity name is Test Demo Invoice. We have an amount of $440 with some products added to this. Now we will see using DbSync how this opportunity goes into QuickBooks to create a customer if the customer is not present. If at all, some customers do use jobs in QuickBooks, we also do create a layer, a hierarchy for customer job. And against that customer, we also do see invoice transactions. So in this demonstration, we are showing a quick demonstration of how an opportunity in Salesforce syncs as an invoice in QuickBooks. And also in corresponding to that, you will see accounts getting synced as customer, products getting synced as items as well. So we would be installing our package on salesforce.com platform. And our package comes up with a set of fields that our engineers would help in installing and configuring. When I say set of fields, you already have some default fields on the Salesforce platform, but our DbSync product also package does come up with some fields. And the trigger or flag field, I would say, is on the opportunity object. There's a field called generate. As you could see, we have created a section called DbSync, which has a field generate. And the customer, based out of what transaction they'd like to see in QuickBooks, they can pick and choose. Let's say if they would want to choose an order or an invoice or an estimate, they just have to choose that. And if we choose it as an invoice and save and close this and run the integration, you would see this particular account getting synced as a customer. And against the customer, you would see an invoice transaction getting created as well. So we have triggered the integration for QuickBooks Desktop. There's a web service application which QuickBooks provides, which is called QuickBooks Web Connector. Either the customers can run the integration manually, like maybe once in every hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or once in a day based out of their requirements. If not, they could also automate this. There's a button or there's a field called Auto Run, wherein the customers can choose how often do they want to run this integration, and that's about it. They don't have to open this every single time. It's only a one-time configuration. Yeah. While we're doing this, as you could see, Demo 1 for Felicia is got synced as a customer, since the customer was not present. If the customer is present, then it will just match the customer and not create another customer. Rather, the naming convention should be the same. And against that customer, we also do create jobs. If the customers don't want us to create jobs, and we can just create a flat structure. And against that, you see an invoice number 94 that is got created. If I open up the invoice, you see the items that were chosen on the opportunity line item there. There was one item that was chosen, which was airport with quantity 1. That's got synced up into QuickBooks against the invoice. And when I refresh the screen, you'd see the generate field now being changed to invoice updated. It also has an ID to it, which we call as a transaction ID or a QuickBooks ID. So once a payment is applied in QuickBooks, we will see vice versa now, like how once a payment is applied against the invoice in QuickBooks, how that how that payment gets synced back to Salesforce. We'll apply about maybe $100 payment against this invoice.
Okay.
And we will rerun the integration. Ulas, have you applied payments already to this?
Not yet. We are just waiting for this sync to get completed. Post that, I'll be applying the payment, partial payment, and I would be rerun the integration once again. All
okay. Right. So once he applies payments, you can, with the package, we also do offer a custom related object called receivables. And this object comes with the package, and we have we have kind of configured that on the opportunity page layout itself. And whenever a payment is applied, the customers would get to see how much payment was paid and how much is a pending balance. So now we are applying payment of, it was just $44 or what?
Yes.
So, okay, no problem. So maybe apply about $40 or something. Yeah, and save this and rerun the integration. The customers can control the flow of data. Basically, they can choose what kind of data they would want to sync into QuickBooks, or what different transactions or tables they want to sync back from QuickBooks into Salesforce. They can control it. So not everything and anything will get synced up and kind of mess up the data, your applications, but only the ones that the customer envisions or would want to have moved from one system to the other, only those kind of data will get synced up, and not everything. So the customers don't have to worry about it. They get to control the flow of data here. So as you could see, while we are talking, we have this receivable section here. We applied a payment of about $40, sorry. And I think you get to see the pending balance as well. There's a pending balance of $4 that the customer owes, and they'll have to pay it. So we can create reports and dashboards for how much have paid and how much is a pending balance. And these kind of automations, not only we could do it with the standard objects, but can also do with custom objects. Like, let's say if customers don't use opportunity object, they have different like CPQ, or maybe they have some other native application that's built on Salesforce.com platform. We could connect with those as well, but there'll be a one-time implementation cost to kind of customize the platform based on customers' business process. But I could quickly walk you through the default flowchart diagram as well. While we do this. So Ullas, can you just go to the flowchart diagram on the wiki document? So here's all the list of under template libraries. You get to see the list of all the connectors we support. Ullas, before you go in detail, can you just go to our website? Just want to talk about different connectors that we have. Just go to mydbsync.com. We have segregated this into 3 different product lines. A cloud workflow is where we kind of have more than about 40 plus connectors, out of which Salesforce, QuickBooks being just the 2 product lines. But we also, like I said, skew all different database like Oracle, Postgre, MySQL, ERP solutions like accounting and ERPs like QuickBooks, NetSuite, Navision. So likewise, you have about more than 35 plus connectors, right? That's under cloud workflow. We have another product line which we call as cloud replication. That is for mainly to replicate your Salesforce data to maybe a database system, or every day whatever data is entered, you kind of replicate that into maybe one of the database solutions that at times, if you lose that data, you can recover that data. That's something which we have as a different product line. Mainly the banking industry is where finance and banking industries is where we have seen a lot of customers using this. It also comes as a compliance to them. and they would want to. The customer's banking information is very crucial. They can't have that. The customers lose that data. That's why cloud replication. And we also do have a SaaS backup for Salesforce. We do club that with the cloud workflow package that we sell, wherein customers can back up their Salesforce data, maybe a local database or something of that sort. So that's an option. That these are 3 different product lines we have segregated now. And Ullas, you can go to the flowchart diagram now.
Okay.
The flowchart diagram, which talks about what the default. These are default features like accounts to customer, opportunity to different transaction. As you could see, the arrow market says two-way communication, vice versa, both the ways, and the customers can control the flow of data. And any questions before we kind of move to the next slide?
No, I mean, this looks like a common use case we come across where clients want to, sync their accounts to customers, products to items, the opportunities to the actual order. So this is good to see what that flow is. And then on top, from what you shared, it sounds like you can also use this for clients who do have custom Salesforce orgs where maybe we're not syncing with, the opportunity object. Maybe it's a custom object that they're using, or they're on something like CPQ. So it's great that it has this type of flexibility.
Right. Yeah. So I think that's more on the presentation and demonstration of the product. With pricing, we license based out of organization basis. So it's one org of Salesforce and connecting one QuickBooks file. We priced at $4,200 annually, irrespective of the number of users. We kind of also could negotiate on prices. For nonprofits, we offer some 10% discounts on the license cost. And that's an annual recurring cost because we provide free support and maintenance. Customers who have any issues, they could reach out to us. And we have a dedicated support team who works Monday to Friday from 9 to 5 Central. Maybe they could just call us, or maybe, send us an email to support@mydbsync.com, and they can take care of it. And like I said, I would repeat that again. It's priced at $4,200, which is billed annually. And if at all customers' requirement doesn't fall in the default package, then there'll be a one-time implementation cost involved. And that depends on how many number of hours we'll have to, invest in building this custom templates and recipes. And we could help customers automate. Like we said, we also do professional services. We have a team who works on building custom templates. So the custom template will only come in equation when the default out-of-box template doesn't suit the customer requirement. If at all the default suits, then the customer will just end up paying for the license annually, and that's about it.
Okay, no, that's great to know, and something we can pass along to our clients who are looking for these types of integrations, that there's the standard package, and then we have custom packages where we can utilize your support team. I mean, it's great that you offer that support and maintenance. You have a dedicated support team throughout the project. So that's great.
Right. Yeah, I think Felicia, I think that's it from our end. So let me know if you have any questions. I'd be glad to answer them.
Okay. No, I think you answered all of our questions. These are common questions we get quite often from our clients. So thank you again, Maha and Ullas and team, for demonstrating this and putting this together. I'll include information on how to get a hold of you and your team for setup, and go from there.
Yeah, and by the way, we also do connect with QuickBooks Online desktop, and some customers do host QuickBooks on a remote server. We have helped customers with that kind of integrations as well.
Now, if you have questions or are interested in using DbSync to integrate your Salesforce environment with QuickBooks, send me an email at sales@cloudcreations.com, and we'd be happy to help. Happy trailblazing.